You've probably seen the hype. People showing off their Shopify dashboards promising easy money and fast results. What you don't see is the part that actually matters. The sleepless nights figuring out why your store is not converting, your angry customers who when a shipping goes wrong, your ad account getting shut down, weeks of effort without barely any sales. I've helped build real Shopify businesses, the kinds that grow month after month, not flash and crash. Now today, I want to show you actually what works and what doesn't. Let's cut through all of the noise. I used to believe it too, until I really looked at the data. Let's get real about what most Shopify success advice looks like online. There's this formula that they'll teach you to copy and paste, install apps, use recycle outdated content. If it really worked, all of these gurus would just be doing that. It goes something like this. I made $100K with this easy dropshipping strategy, and now I'm showing you how to do it. Here's a rule for life. If it's easy to do, others will do it too. The simple fact is if it's worth doing, it's gonna be hard. There are no shortcuts. There is some luck, but luck is not a strategy. Take, for example, product descriptions. A simple but hard thing to get right. Most are unclear and sound like they were just copied from somewhere else. They don't really help customers understand what they're buying and why they should align with your brand. Now, this accounts for like 0.01% of your total conversion rate. Now, what makes this game hard is you need to stack those 0.01% on top of each other just to get a single sale. The next big lie is apps will solve all your problems. The truth is, apps solve a very generalized problem. Apps improve well-established workflows. By their very nature, an app will only be built if there's enough customers struggling with that specific problem. The issue is you can't buy differential. You can only build it. If you can go and buy an app, then I can go and buy an app. There's nothing stopping me from doing exactly what you're doing. So you feel like you're gonna win because you found this magic app. Sorry, you're gonna be disappointed. Finally is the execution. They post randomly on social media and run ads without a clear message, plan, or structure. When it doesn't work, they blame the product or throw more money at ads. This is not a strategy. It's just noise. In my last video, I had a great conversation with a PPC expert on how to run a successful campaign. You can find that link in my community at expertbymonday.com/community. Here is what works. There is only two types of advertising: intention-based or interruption-based. Intention-based is I have a problem and I need a solution. The most effective way to use that is to advertise the problem. For example, you buy a new bed. The problem is you don't know what to do with the old mattress. So if you're a mattress company, sell the problem. Free mattress removal with any purchase. Now, I'm not saying you can't advertise the solution like Casper does. I would argue that falls into the second category, interruption-based marketing. So what is interruption-based advertising? Well, someone is doing something else like browsing TikTok, checking email, reading a blog, and their attention gets interrupted. The best approach with interruption-based advertising is to pose it as entertainment. You want to entertain the prospect. This is where the mistakes usually happen. Most companies get these two backwards. When people are watching content, they're usually annoyed by ads. But if the ad is entertaining and has a good hook, it comes across as content and thus aligns with your brand. I have found when you align advertising methods with the product, you get a much better result. So write copy that answers real objections. And instead of guessing with ads or posts, craft one clear offer and tell its story well. That's how real brands grow with clarity, not clutter. Real brands don't blow up overnight. The ones that last are built through months and months of testing, learning from feedback, focusing relentlessly on the customer. Instead of chasing the next shiny product, they focus on the people. They ask, what problem am I solving? Who is this for? How can I make this experience so good people come back again and again? The stores that win aren't just running better ads. They're doing the unsexy things really well. Fast loading pages, mobile-friendly design, clear product pages, helpful post-purchase emails. They offer quick shipping and hassle-free returns. Let's be real. The start rarely is smooth. You might not get results right away. You'll second guess yourself, wonder if you're missing something, and compare your progress to others who seem way ahead. It's frustrating, and trust me, it's completely normal. But that's part of the process. You're not just building a website. You're learning copywriting, design, customer support, analytics, marketing, and operations all at once. It is overwhelming. And the so-called overnight success that you saw online, that was likely someone's third attempt built on top of months and months, sometimes years of failure, trial, and learning. The best operators aren't focused on one-time sales. They're focused on retention. They don't chase hacks. They build systems. They test something small every week. They track the metrics actually matter. They build out their email flows and then let those flows quietly drive repeat revenue in the background. The brands that grow past $100,000 and beyond, they're not flashy. They're clean and focused and consistent. That's what scales, not noise, not luck, and definitely not shortcuts. So where does that leave you? The truth is, you don't need to measure yourself against someone else's highlight reel. What matters is progress, even if it's small. Is your brand stronger this week than it was last week? That's really the only comparison that counts. If you focus on building something real, not chasing quick wins, you're on the right path. This isn't about selling the dreams. It's about building something that lasts. Building something takes real time. It's not always exciting and it's not always fast. But if you stay focused, keep learning, and care about your customer, it does work. Keep going. You are closer than you think.